My name's Dr. Donovan, and I've helped tens of thousands of people on their journeys to quit smoking through my evidence-based videos. Now, I'm guessing you're here because you want to quit smoking, in which case, congratulations, because I guarantee this is going to be the best decision you'll ever make. Now, I know this won't necessarily be an easy journey, and there might be times when you're tempted to give in and go back to have one last cigarette. But each time you're tempted to give in to those cravings, bookmark this video, come back to it, and remember, you can do this. By the way, if you want to quit, post quit in the comments section, and please also let me know your reason for quitting, and in return, I'll personally respond to you with a motivational message to help you on this journey. Now, in this video, we're going to cover 5 steps that you can take to help you quit successfully. But first of all, why is quitting smoking so hard? Well, I'm guessing that you, like most other smokers, are well aware of the risks that smoking can have to your health. It can lead to cancer, heart attacks, and even strokes. And that's because tobacco smoke contains over 5,000 chemicals, including nicotine. And it's this substance that is the addictive element in cigarettes, and it's what makes quitting quite difficult. Now, nicotine is so addictive because of how it interacts with the brain's reward center. When you use a product with nicotine in it, like cigarettes, it rapidly enters the bloodstream, it travels to the brain, and it triggers the release of certain brain chemicals, particularly dopamine. Now, dopamine creates a feeling of pleasure or satisfaction, like a little reward signal that tells your brain, this feels good, do it again. Now, over time, the brain adjusts to these repeated hits of nicotine. It starts expecting that boost, and without it, you can feel anxious, irritable, and restless. Now, this cycle of craving nicotine, feeling temporary relief or pleasure when you get it, and then experiencing discomfort when you don't, is what drives the addiction. Essentially, nicotine is hijacking your natural reward processes, making it harder to resist once your body's got used to it. So let's take a look at step 1 to help you quit, and that's, are you ready to quit? Well, I'd probably suggest that if you're watching this video, the answer is yes, you are ready to quit. But to make sure, I want you to answer these 5 simple questions. Firstly, why do you smoke? Secondly, why do you want to quit? By the way, let me know the answer to this in the comments section. Thirdly, how much do you spend a week on cigarettes, and how much is this in a year? Fourthly, if you quit, what could you use this money on? And fifth, if I told you that by quitting, you'll potentially add years to your life, what would you do with this time? Now, you might want to pause the video at this point, write the answers down, and put it somewhere where you're going to see these answers every day. Maybe on your fridge, or take a photo of it and put it as the screensaver on your phone. This is going to be a really helpful reminder and motivator to come back to every time you're tempted to give in. Step 2, so you've decided that you are ready to quit. Now it's time to make a plan. First, you need to pick a date for when you're going to stop. Now, this is called a target quit date. Ideally, that would be today, but either way, try to make it in the next 7 days because this is going to maximize your chances of quitting successfully. You could also tell your friends and family and plan something fun for this day to take your mind off quitting. Next, get rid of everything in your house that reminds you of smoking. This means throwing away all lighters, ashtrays, and cigarettes. All of it has to go. Then start calling yourself a non-smoker. You are no longer a person who smokes, so start thinking of yourself in this way. Having a positive mindset really helps. And the other thing is, if you know someone else close to you who's thinking of quitting, why not challenge each other to stop at the same time and hold each other accountable by checking in on each other and supporting each other? But if you don't have someone you can partner up with, don't worry, leave me a comment below, and like I said, I'll reply to you. Step 3 is to get help with quitting. Now, changing a habit is really difficult, I appreciate that, but you're up to 4 times more likely to stop smoking successfully if you use a combination of stop smoking treatments and also getting specialist help. Now, to help you find a specialist near you, if you're in the UK or USA, I've included links in the description box of this video where you can find stop smoking services nearby. I've also included links to apps that you can download that can help you quit, including the Smoke Free app. The other important thing that can help you quit successfully, like I mentioned, are the treatments. Now, the first of these is nicotine replacement therapy, which comes in different forms like patches, gums, sprays, and lozenges, and it works by helping you to overcome the urge to smoke. Patches tend to release nicotine slowly, whereas the other therapies tend to act more quickly. Now here in the UK, nicotine replacement therapy is available on prescription from your GP or local stop smoking services, or you can buy it from a pharmacy. Now for most people, the best approach is to combine two sorts of nicotine replacement therapy. Usually this means a patch to provide a background level of nicotine, and then a faster acting product like a gum or lozenges to use when you're getting the cravings. Now nicotine replacement therapy usually lasts between 8 and 12 weeks before you gradually aim to reduce the dose and then stop. It's also worth mentioning there are two other medications that are available on the NHS here in the UK. Varenicline, which is known by its brand name Champix, and bupropion, known by its brand name Zyban. Now both of these can double your chances of stopping, so do ask your GP about these options. Now step 4 is don't give in to withdrawal symptoms. The instant you do stop smoking, your body will start to recover. In fact, after just 20 minutes, your pulse is going to return to normal, and after a year of stopping smoking, your risk of having a heart attack is half that of someone who still smokes. But I appreciate that quitting is tough, and you more than likely are going to experience cravings. This is normal. Now, you might get the urge to smoke or feel restless, irritable, frustrated, tired, or anxious, but please don't worry, these symptoms are going to pass. Now, at this point, you have come so far, it's really important not to give in. If you're tempted to have a cigarette, please stop. Try calling that friend or accountability buddy, leave me a message here, and I'll try hold you accountable, or maybe someone else who's trying to quit, who sees this video and sees your message, will also send you a message of encouragement. You can do anything like going for a walk, keep busy, drink water, basically do whatever it takes not to give in. If you are really struggling, go back to the note that I asked you to write at the beginning of the video and remember your why for quitting. Maybe it's to be fitter to play football with your kids, maybe it's to save enough money to go on the holiday you've always dreamt about. These things should be your biggest motivator. Now step 5, if you start smoking again, what should you do? Now, if you do lapse, please don't worry. You haven't failed, it's a small setback, and it's really important to start again. So if you do have a cigarette, don't beat yourself up, but then stop again immediately. Throw away the rest of the pack, go for a walk, drink water, take a deep breath, and go back to your why reasons. Once you're ready, reflect on what made you smoke again. If it was stress, what can you do to get on top of it? If it was on a night out, what can you do to avoid that situation again? Most importantly, be positive. Put it behind you, and if the method you're trying is not working, try a different approach by talking to a doctor or your local stop smoking services to get more help with coping with cravings. Now finally, I did say this was a 5-step guide, and it is, but the final and most important step is once you've successfully quit, congratulate yourself. Quitting will be one of the hardest but very best things that you'll ever do. If you did successfully manage to quit, I'd love to hear from you. So maybe in a few months or even a few years after quitting, if you do have time and you want to come back to this video to share your success story here, I'd love to hear from you. And I also think the people that are watching this video are going to find it hugely motivational to hear from a fellow ex-smoker. I hope you did find this video helpful. If you did, please consider sharing it with a friend, family member, or colleague who you think is going to benefit from this. And until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay smoke-free. You do have this within you to quit, so good luck.